Or Senator Ron Johnson from Wisconsin. He co-sponsored the Union Tax Fairness Act, which is a bill that would prevent the administration from doing this. Senator, good to see you. So we talked about this before. They had suggested they might do it, and now it appears they are doing it. Can it be stopped?
Well, we're hoping so. You know, last time I was on here, and this is Senator Thune's bill, and I'm a co-sponsor. Last time I was on, they were just hinting about doing this, and now they've quietly proposed the rule. They've just proposed it. So we've got the rule. It's 255 pages long. This particular section starts at page 70. It's about 4 pages long. And this is the time for Americans to make a comment to the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services. So hopefully we can make sure this rule does not get issued.
Now, the problem with this is not only does it give the unions, a big kiss, basically, in the form of dollars, but it leaves the rest of the people who are supposed to be paying this tax, which amounts to $25 billion. It's meant to cover the pre-existing condition coverage, footing the rest of the bill. So now their bill is going to go up, and HHS was asked about that, Senator, and they said it is true that the fee will be higher for the other plans that still have to pay the fee. Is that fair? I mean, can they get away with this? Because the average person really isn't going to call up and object to the rule.
No, it's not fair at all, and that's exactly what's going to happen. Is everybody else will be paying a little bit more in terms of their reinsurance fee. And Megan, basically what this is a political payback. This is trying to rally his base, which he is losing, and it's just simple cronyism. So he's rewarding his political cronies, and it's not fair at all, which is why I think Senator Thune had a pretty good title for his bill, Union Tax Fairness Act. We need to insist that this president treats the unions fairly, actually treats all Americans fairly in comparison to the unions.
Is this another example of the law being set up to work one way, and then the president, under pressure from his base by executive fiat, just saying, I'm going to, basically a line item veto, saying I'm going to change it?
Well, this is something they actually had to issue some rules on anyway, so they'll certainly hide behind that process. But this isn't the first time he's granted special treatment to unions. Remember when they were granting waivers early on in the implementation of Obamacare? They granted about 1,700 waivers, and about half the people affected by those waivers were union members, oddly enough. So this is going to continue. You've got the Cadillac fee that is going to be coming in the future. I'm sure the unions are going to rail against that and try and get an exemption from that as well. So we just got to be very watchful. And that's what we're trying to do now, is we're trying to raise the profile. Certainly appreciate the fact that you are raising the profile of this issue so that we can make sure that this ruling does not become permanent.
People need to know what's going on. They need to pay attention. Senator, good to see you. Thank you.
Have a great night. Hope your voice heals.
Thank you very much. Getting all sorts of recommendations from our viewers, which I appreciate.